Cleve Schultz. I'm the president and CEO of Data Media Associates. Joined the company almost 9 years ago. Data Media was founded back in 1977, originally as a business forms company. And we got into transactional print for our clients back in the late 1990s. Over time, we've created a portfolio of clients. We serve about 5,000 different brands in the healthcare industry, and we do that through partnerships with some of the clearinghouses, the large billing companies, and today we're producing just over 500,000 patient statements each day. Historically, and coming out of our history in the business forms, we were generating pre-printed shells that we would then print on our toner-based equipment, and that worked very effectively for us for many, many years. What we found as late as June of 2021 was we were inventorying close to 200 unique pre-printed shells. And when you consider the volume, the daily volume, what we were doing, managing that inventory became a burden. So we set a goal back then after we had the first RISO machine. We had acquired 3 additional single-engine RISO machines, and by that time had purchased the first VALEZUS. And we set a goal at that point to retire as much as 30% of those pre-printed shells. That was in June of 2021. But by September, we recognized that we could retire 70%. So we were left with really only 30 pre-printed shells that were representing a big piece of our volume because we had consolidated some over the years. But that's when we made the conscious decision as a team here at Data Media, if we continue to press the gas and really flex what the inkjet machines, the VALEZUS, could do, could we retire all of those forms and go to 100%? And we really set that objective to about a year out, and here we are in July of 2022, and we have retired every single pre-printed shell, and we've migrated all of our volume to inkjet. The other value that brought to us as we're coming out of COVID and into constraints around supply chain is it opened up our available market to purchase paper. So now we're buying just pre-perfed paper from multiple sources. That's given us some flexibility to really migrate through this supply chain crisis successfully. Migrating to inkjet for us allows us to incrementally improve the quality of the document that's going out. We were laser printing the pre-printed shells and then overlaying that with the black ink on the variable data. But migrating now to inkjet with VALEZUS has allowed us a lot more flexibility in statement design, use of multiple colors, adding color to the variable data, which has vastly improved the output, the actual product that we're delivering on behalf of our clients. Something else that I want to make sure we share is identifying the fact that we serve over 5,000 different brands means that we are processing here files from about 3,000 endpoints every day. So for us, we had made the decision that a sheet-fed cut sheet machine was going to be our choice. That's what we had to find. And RISO was the first to the market. We have an internal SLA here that every job that comes in is in the mail the next business day. As we were migrating away from toner over to inkjet, we knew what the equipment could do. We focused a lot on the processing, the technology, the document integration, the spooling, and we cleared all of that. And then we started focusing on what was the process the operators were going through. What did they need to focus on? And our goal then was really explain to the operator team that we made this decision because they are continuous production machines. Having feeders that have 4,000 sheets on the top, 4,000 sheets on the bottom, a stacker at the other end that when it's full, it moves to the next stacker, allowing the operator to then pull the finished work out of stacker number 1 while it continues there. It took us 4 weeks probably to establish what that rhythm expectation was out of that operator team. and recognize that what we print around the clock here, 5 days a week. So we also took the time to understand to run those 5 machines, how many operators did we need? So we did some shifting around. So now we have 2 full-time operators in a print room with those 5 machines on first, second, and third shift. And we're really analyzing the data to optimize, are we aligning the work as the files are coming in, as our clients are delivering files? And we'll continue to tweak that in the weeks to come. But it was, as soon as we got that 4th machine running, what we found was our daily production metrics vastly improved. But when we looked, by having the rhythm of the 4th VALEZUS machine in, we saw that the volume on the first 3 also accelerated. So overall, adding that 4th, you would think, okay, that's easily adds 25% to your capacity, but what we were seeing was a 30% improvement in the output each day. Our daily volumes today are upwards around 550,000 sheets, so over 1 million images. That's an impressive number in itself, but that's about where we were pre-COVID. So we've been pre-pandemic. So we've been watching the volumes. We watched things level down during the pandemic. We saw things level up and then level off. And what we're finally seeing now in the spring is our client base, which is really isolated to hospital-based practices, so radiology, anesthesiology, pathology, emergency room. We're seeing that volume tick back up to pre-pandemic levels. So that's about where we thought we would be. That's where we wanted to be at this time of year. So now, as we start implementing some of the newer clients that have come on in the last year, in the last 6 months, then we can make a decision rationally when it's going to be the right time to add more equipment. But the footprint of what we've done with the VALEZUS uses about half of the space than what we were when we had 13 of the toner equipment. We just shared with the whole company in a town hall meeting how throughout this process of deploying Production IQ, throughout the process of right-sizing and allocating people in our production environment, and the use and redeployment of our technology to manage the files coming in, not to mention all the investments and resource that we have to dedicate to data security and integrity. But what this has driven is a collaboration across all departments of data media. Everyone is playing a role. But in addition to that, so are our outside suppliers. And that includes RISO, that includes Bell & Howell, and more recently it really includes the suppliers that are providing us the paper, the envelopes, the ink, and making sure that that is completely aligned. And our role as a leadership team at Data Media is to make sure that that happens seamlessly. And it's been a tremendous amount of transformation in the last 24 months. We've got a great team here that has been able to rise to that occasion.